All of our Mussar practice depends on the quality of awareness. You have to be present in the situation to see what's happening, and to see your role in it, to see what your choices are, and to be clear in order to make the choices that are spiritually uplifting. If you're not aware, you're asleep. And if you're asleep, there's nothing further to say. There's nothing further that's going to happen. Rabbi Yisrael Salanter, who started the Mussar movement, was very clear that the first stage for a student of Mussar is to be able to become what he called sensitive, and I'm calling aware of what is going on in the situation. This is the beginning point, and as you go further and further down the road of Mussar practice, you'll find that you want to be more aware, and that the practice is making you more aware. In the book called Cheshbon HaNefesh, which was written by Rabbi Menachem Mendel Leffin and gave the name to the practice that we do in this course of accounting of the soul, which is described in this book, he tells a story about two young men, both of whom were God-fearing, upstanding individuals who decided that they would give great focus to their spiritual life. And they did, and they worked together. It happened that one of them became completely misled. He just could not stay on the spiritual path. And the story goes in the book that whenever he went to utter the name of God, he uttered a curse instead. That's how misled he became. The other of the two young men became a great scholar. He became someone who did great works. He was beloved of people and a really very fine individual. And people said to him, "How did you become such a great individual?" And he said, "For many years I took it upon myself to focus my mind on a single thought, either Torah or prayer, for a specific period of time. By doing so, I eventually trained myself to be able to concentrate for an hour or even more." To be able to train the mind to hold a single thought in mind for a period of time, a minute would be good, let alone an hour. To be able to hold the mind still is a tremendous training for the quality of awareness. What throws us off from awareness usually is busyness and mental clutter. Focusing on one thing, holding the mind steadily focused, is the practice that leads to greater awareness. I want to guide you in a meditation now with this notion in mind. Take the Hebrew word Shema, which is a good one for a meditation because it means listen. It kind of has an attentive quality. Close your eyes and imagine in your mind only the word Shema. Some people are visual, so you may want to see the word. Other people may want to hear the word or repeat the word. But your instructions to your mind are to do nothing but be in connection to the word Shema. Only Shema. No distractions, no other thoughts, no planning, no desires, nothing. Give your mind the simple instruction, Shema. Shema. And hold to that. After a short time, you might find a distraction arising. Gently put it aside and come back to the single pointed focus that the story teaches us to use, of one word in this case, nothing complicated. Shema. 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 If you were to do that practice for 5 minutes every day, and it doesn't have to be the word Shema, the story doesn't tell us which magic word the student used. The idea is giving the mind the instruction to focus and holding that focus without breaking cultivates the kind of awareness that makes Mussar practice the gift in your life that I hope it will be.